Sun, 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 here we come. Norway is gorgeous any time of the year, but cruising through the country in the summer, when the land of the midnight sun boasts 24 hours of daylight, gives you endless opportunities to take advantage of its natural beauty. With its home port in Bergen, Viking Ocean Cruises knows a thing or two about Norway, and its Into the Midnight Sun itinerary is one of its best, offering unparalleled views and shore excursions that let you experience the country's culture, history, and scenery 24/7. I have known for years that there is nothing better than Norway in the summer, and I am happy to be able to share the beauty of my native Norway with our Viking guests, said Torstein Hagen, chairman of Viking. Sir Richard Branson says space is virgin territory. I say Scandinavia is Viking territory. No other cruise line can show you this part of the world like Viking can. As you sail through Norway and the United Kingdom, snapping photos from your veranda in the middle of the night, here are 10 unforgettable experiences that will make you feel like one of the original Viking explorers. Bergen, Norway. There's so much to see in this picturesque city, the second largest in Norway, that you'll be grateful the sun never sets. Spend time exploring the iconic wooden buildings that make up Bergen Wharf, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Take the funicular to the top of Mount Fløyen for spectacular views and get a close-up look at the masterpieces of Edvard Munch at the Code 4 buildings that house an extensive collection of art and design. Have lunch at the popular Torget Fish Market, where you can enjoy the freshest fish straight from the sea along with great city and water views. Eagle Bend overlook Geiranger, Norway. Get up early to watch the ship's dramatic entrance into Geiranger, the gateway to some of the most jaw-dropping scenery on the coast. This small village is nestled among the towering peaks of Geiranger Fjord, another UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it will have you imagining how to pack up your life and move to Norway. 2,000 feet above the village, Eagle Bend Overlook offers the perfect spot for a panoramic shot. To get there, you drive up a mountain road that winds around and around and around. The 11 hairpin turns will leave you holding your breath, and the natural beauty surrounding you will take it away. Nordic hike to Westeras and Hole Geiranger, Norway. Nordic walking is a great way to connect with nature while burning off calories, and if we could always work out in surroundings like this, we'd probably all be in better shape. Before setting off, you're supplied with poles specifically designed to help work your upper body while you walk. Then you begin traversing the hills at a casual pace, ascending on trails of varying steepness and terrains. The payoff? Incredible views of the fjord and the lush countryside, and an excuse to indulge, guilt-free, at the buffet. Husky trek through Arctic Hills, Tromsø, Norway. The 300 huskies at the Tromsø Wilderness Center pull sleds for hundreds of miles, but, without the snow, they're happy to pull you instead. Harnessed to a husky, you'll don heavy-duty boots and hike through rolling hills together, bonding as you get to know your dog's personality and habits. Make no mistake, though. This is not like walking your furry family members unless they happen to have competed in the Iditarod. These dogs are fast and loud and ready to run. If you just want to stay back and meet the huskies and hug the latest puppies, the dogs and their caretakers are happy to oblige. Arctic Circle. It's so exciting to come upon the globe on Viking Island as you reach 66 degrees 33 minutes latitude and cross into the Arctic Circle. Viking commemorates the occasion with a special certificate for each guest, and they go one step further with a ceremony for those who want to join the Order of the Blue Nose. To become a member, you have to plunge into the ice-filled pool, drink a shot of aquavit with the captain and kiss the halibut while the ship crosses into the Arctic Circle. Your nose is then covered with blue topping, and you have earned your bragging rights. North Cape Honningsvåg, Norway. Located at 71 degrees 10 minutes 21 North Cape, or Nordkapp, is literally as far north as you can go in Europe. Standing on the edge of this mountain plateau, which rises more than 1,000 feet above the Arctic Ocean and has been a destination for everyone from explorers to royalty, you'll feel like you've truly arrived at the end of the world. Leave your mark by building a monument out of the rocks that make up the rugged landscape, and be sure to take a photo in front of the famous globe to prove you were there. Don't miss the panoramic movie in the North Cape Hall that documents all 4 seasons and, with music but no narration, speaks volumes about the pioneering spirit of the people who choose to call this area home. King Crab Safari Honningsvåg, Norway. Set off in a deep-sea raft to catch your own king crab in the pristine waters of Sarnesfjorden. You'll learn how prized king crabs are harvested, and you'll be awestruck that a crab from these waters can weigh in at 22 pounds and measure 6 feet from claw to claw. Yours is likely to be significantly smaller but still tasty, as you'll discover when you head back to a Sami tent to prepare and feast on your catch. For seafood lovers and adventurers, this is definitely a bucket list experience. Lofoten Islands, Norway. During the early Viking Age, the Lofoten Islands became an ideal location for Norse settlements, thanks to the archipelago's sheltered bays and plentiful cod. These fishing villages are still picture-perfect, with their red fishermen's cabins standing proudly above the water on stilts. Many of these traditional wooden houses, known as rorbur, have been converted into holiday cottages, and they are just charming. Shetland ponies, Shetland Islands, UK. You can't travel to the Shetland Islands without stopping to see the famous ponies. Shetland ponies have existed in the area for centuries, and bones have been discovered dating as far back as the Bronze Age. You'll hear all about the history of these miniature ponies, which range from about 28 inches tall and top off at a maximum height of 42 inches. You'll fall in love with these creatures even if your visit is, like the ponies themselves, short and sweet. Heart of Neolithic Orkney, Orkney Islands, UK. An archaeologist's dream, the Heart of Neolithic Orkney is a World Heritage Site featuring more ancient sites than anywhere else in Europe, and they're still finding them. The excavation site for the latest dig, the Ness of Brogger, can be seen between the henge monuments of the Standing Stones of Stenness, dating back 5,000 years, and the Ring of Brogger, probably the most iconic symbol of Orkney's rich prehistoric past. There are guided tours daily, and you literally never know what will be found.